The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game,
did.
right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a first carry here for Robinson.
Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Hurts. Short throw caught by Pitts.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first and 10, it's Robinson to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 7. This out quickly to Williams.
Down he goes at the 23.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around to bridge, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's third and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
People are getting paid. People are cashing checks.
Come on, boys. Bring it home. We got this.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They juked him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now they'll change things up. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
on 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Now 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
In motion left, Godwin. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right on the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Big play! Play here, big play. Let's make something happen. Let's go, baby!
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but looking at the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Throwing is Hurts. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Back to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10. And now they'll audible to something else. from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Throw left side, taken in by Palmer.
Touchdown! Trey Palmer, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts to his left. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Defense is asleep.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
As always, going into this game, there was so much talk from both sides. Who will control the line of scrimmage? I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, he's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jamison Williams, 32 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team.
There he goes, left side. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. In motion left, Godwin. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Hands it off out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
In motion left, Godwin.
Out of the gun now on third down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own. And leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. monster right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And now they'll shift things around. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 71 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover. Obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them on the key third down. But on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing is Hurts. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A give left side to Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get iced to a 2-minute warning. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll set up to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And now off to the races, down the right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Eagles add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
First down, Eagles.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And now here's another interception. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Dixon. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps,